Mm. Hate to start a video with just coughing, coughing, coughing. It's kind of rude. But I don't know exactly what it is, but I just watched a show and a name was mentioned. I watched a video on YouTube. It was a murder that went unsolved for a long time, and they ended up solving it. But and after 13 years, I believe. But a name was mentioned in the video like 3 or 4 times, and I think the first time I kind of ignored it. The second time, of course, the first time I heard it, but kind of ignored it. The second time I was like, and then the third time I'm like, okay. And then the fact that I just like 2 or 3 days ago when I talked about when I spoke in the video about me um, seeing somebody who had did something to me when I was younger, said something, crazy to me when I was younger, and they're now deceased. Anyway, that's not the point. It just had to go back to which video I was talking about. Go back to the video where I first mentioned this, because in seeing that person, I came across somebody else's page. And of course, to me, it was accidental. And this is why I don't be doing no browsing and stuff like that on people's pages, because people are connected to somebody in some type of way, whether a quote unquote Facebook friend or whatever. And of course, the Facebook and social media type stuff like that when it came along, it's not just Facebook. I know MySpace used to have it popping too, but um, you wouldn't know who was friends with who or who was connected to who or associated. Some people just be adding people and they don't even know them. But seeing this person's face or seeing this person's profile picture or whatever, um, and I definitely didn't think too much of it then. I seen the profile picture and then I was like, I'm not gonna even look. I'm not gonna go on anything because I just got this thing where I just like for God to reveal certain stuff to me, His way, His timing, and things like that. I got access to this or whatever. I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that. And plus, to me, a lot of times, if it's something that's personal and more dear to me, then I'd rather the conversations or anything take place up close and personal, more so than anything. But what I will say is that I do know that conversations have been had about me with this person speaking about my character and things like that, and just all types of just different stuff. And I'm like, um, I'm just beyond being over it and stuff like that. Being beyond, people speaking on my name in those types of manners and stuff like that, and then trying to hide or conceal their ways. These are people that have been, of course, up close and personal, somewhat personal with me, but then they go elsewhere and then they just start talking bad on my name and stuff like that. And I'm just like, but you wasn't saying that. I mean, well, I ain't gonna sit here in front and say they wasn't saying it, but I'm trying to think, did people say that like directly to me? A lot of times it was more so said about me rather than said directly to me, but I can name at least one or two that definitely, at least one that have definitely tried to say it to my face, and I'll just be like, oh, okay. I don't come into agreement with that. That's not who I am. That's not what I am. And that's mainly all I could do. I mean, people can say what they want to say about you. It's really like, what do you answer to, and what I'm saying? Who does God say you are? So as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, seen that person's face, and like I said, heard this name, the person's Facebook profile picture that I seen. The name was mentioned a couple times tonight on the show, and I don't feel nothing bad or terrible or devastating about it. I just don't necessarily like the person or care for the person. I've never been, introduced to the person in a respectful way or anything like that. It was always just something trying to be planted there between me and this person as far as some type of division. And as always, I always ask God, the person, Lord, the person that be trying to sow discord or keep a certain type of division and things of those natures going on. Um, I just pray for them to be held accountable, of course. Um, and so, yeah, with that said, that's all. Like I said, I don't feel or get nothing bad regarding this person. At the same time, I know, on my end, I know it's something minor, and it could very well be a certain little misunderstanding, but it's still, it's a little blemish that's there. Then I know from another person's perspective of, somewhat of this person's character. Again, if I hadn't sat down and went and actually talked to the person myself, then I don't really, I can't really go off too much of that. Again, because people try to do Discord and stuff like that. Um, what else was I going to say? Of course, I'm going to continue to stay prayed up regarding it. And again, it just feels like one of those, like, gentle nudges where God just wants me, wants me to pay attention to something. And it's got my attention. Yet at the same time, I'm just like, Lord, God, you know exactly all I care about, who I care about, who I'm concerned with. The rest I'm not. And so I just, I leave it at that. But I'm leaving it at that, but and I'm not necessarily, it's not resting at that. So it is what it is. I'm going to, Yekasi Handashi Kana Darashia equal to Handasi. Yes, Lord. Anyways, God knows the details of what I'm talking about. He knows the name of the person. He knows the location, this, and the third. Yekasi Handasi Yedadoshia equal to Sandashikona. Sakai Karanahai Karanahai Sekedadoshia. So yeah, God knows. And I'm glad I could giggle a little bit, but oops, didn't mean to put that TV back on at all. That's for sure. Oh Lord, fat people problems. When you just hit a button barely and stuff starts coming on. but but yeah, but thinking about all of that, just and seeing all that, it just makes me think back on some stuff, and I got some thoughts and things about I'm trying to see if I can even mention it. I want to mention it. Lord knows I do. Because what I'm thinking about now, it really does, like, it's like it's nerve-wracking, because it's like either people be trying to be in competition with me, or they try to be, it's fine to try to be like somebody else. I don't really have a problem with that. But it's when it's not, when you doing it in vain. You doing that to either mock them, or you're doing that to you're doing that to spite them, to mock them, to spite them. And of course you're gonna end up spiting yourself. Again, when it comes to me, that's just what I speak, and that's just what I believe I know. It's a time when I probably felt strongly that I definitely know, but definitely at this point it's like, okay, I think this is what I know. Like, you really spiting yourself. But yeah, like, be like yourself. Be like who God created you to be. Now, I do believe that God has us here to observe one another in some ways, and, you know, extract from goodness and righteousness and stuff like that. Learn from one another, glean from one another. But people just be, but they weird to me. They be doing stuff for weird reasons, and they're actually weird. And I'm just like, and I know what I do and who I am. It appears to be weird and quirky. I know that. I'm well aware of that. But and I'm sure there's some things that probably is truly weird and quirky. But other than that, it's really just like a smokescreen type thing, where, because I don't, if I don't want you, like, looking at me and don't want your eyes on me, I don't want that type of attention from you, then I'm not going to be giving you all that regarding me. So that's that on that. And it ain't much that I can really go into detail about this whole thing, but I want to, though. I want to speak on some stuff, but God is on the throne, and I'm glad about it. I'm thankful. I'm glad He's in control. I'm glad that it's not me because, baby, I know when I tell you, people would be out here just, ooh, how they say, smite. You smite them. It probably wouldn't be a hesitation or a thought. Mm, 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 mm. But anyway, so God be all the glory. God been moving on me anyway to pray about some stuff, and again, you don't want to delay when He's moving on you to pray. And yeah, how people say they get in their bag, baby. I be needing to get in my prayer closet, my secret place, and you know, for real, go in. But mm, 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 mm. I am just grateful. I'm gonna move that over just a little and just kind of lay here and yeah, definitely let the Lord pour into me. Mm, 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 mm. It really is amazing. It feels amazing most times, and I don't never really feel. It might be a time or two where it's like, okay, Lord, I feel that pressure. That pressure don't necessarily feel good, but it's really, really amazing just having intimacy with God and especially what I got going on today, babe, because I done started my cycle today, and it's one of the best times to be like, yeah, let me just be wrapped in His arms, enthralled, because yeah, I need it. I need it. I need Him continuously and like never before. So yeah, I'm just laying here and thinking about those things. I was watching that show, and then I realized, of course, it's meant for me to pray. Uh, And honestly, sometimes it catches me off, well, oftentimes catch me off guard, but at the same time, God already spoke to me about it like a day or so before, allowed me to see, should I say, and He knows what to do to get me stirred to praying. And so, yeah, um, ooh, sometimes I be, again, it's just that real quick second where I be like, Lord, this person who came against me in such a hard way, a hard fashion. Oh, and I forgot a place that I ended up earlier, taking us to the graveyard and stuff like that. And it was a graveyard over there it's a grave over there that, yeah, cause see, I don't know how. But God knows what to do to get me stirred to pray. And I'm thankful. It's amazing. I'm just thankful that He give me a chance and another chance and give me the opportunity, give me the time to just, He nudged me and I reached back and I'm like, okay, Lord, I hear you. I acknowledge you. And most importantly is I obey. I'm listening. You got my attention. I had to turn the TV off and I don't have to turn the phone on, but at this point in time that's just what it is. It's just me. And still don't be wanting to share this side of me with anybody because it's my business. It's my business. It's between me and God. I've been in places, of course, where I can pray with people and they flow freely and this and the third and stuff like that. But I just prefer, I like it when it's me and God. And, I can always include to me, I can always include my children. They are the first ones that I invited when I was praying and stuff like that. My daughter and my son, because my daughter and my older son, because my youngest son wasn't born at the time, but even when he came, like, I'm praying over him. Like, what? What y'all thought? I'm praying over my son. I'm dedicating his life as much as I possibly can to God. I'm giving him over to God. I'm not giving him over to this world. So, and if somebody else already tried to before me, I'm snatching them right. You know what I'm saying? As much as I possibly can, I'm snatching them back. And I know it's possible with God to just, baby, just, just do away with whatever the enemy has planned. Now, of course, I don't know how that looks regarding my son. Neither one of my sons, my kids, or anything like that. I'm kind of starting to see regarding my daughter. But, yeah, take them back from what the world got planned for them. And I'm thankful for that. But So that's what I be praying. Again, people think it's weird or what does she be over there doing and saying? And it's just, you know what I'm saying? It looks so, and things look creepy and sinister to me sometimes, but that's why I don't try to go off of appearance. I do go off of what God gives me. Um, or I either just leave it alone. I don't try to tamper with much of nothing. Like, I don't gotta sit over there and formulate an opinion about what anybody else got going on. It's either God give it to me, He let me know, or He get me focused on something else where I'm definitely tending to my life and my business, my household. Because, like it's been said, He is not. You know, when you go to heaven, when on that day of judgment, He's not. I don't think He gonna be asking you, well, what did she do over there? Or is He gonna be talking to you about yourself? So I don't know. Um. Anyway, I'm just again thankful for the opportunity to turn that TV off. My old house anyway is just a place where I can go in any room and I can pray. The shower, the bedroom, the bathroom, this, that, wherever. But you know, a lot of times, of course, it's my bedroom. But right now, I'm in the living room, and I had to tell my youngest son go up out of here because I just needed to be alone. Um, um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's where it's at. But anyway, I almost felt myself wanting to pray for a certain outcome or a different outcome regarding somebody again that have came against me, but I'm not able to, so I'll just leave it at that. And or I'm not able to in my natural language anyway, as far as how what God allows when I pray in my prayer language, then hey, that is what it is. And again, even there, it's oftentimes when He's like, I mean, He might let me know what something is about, but I don't know if I'm praying something good regarding them, or if it's at that time God's will is like destruction regarding, the enemy that might still be plaguing them, or have some kind of plans for me. I want it canceled, null and void, and plans regarding my children is still, try to do something to affect me regarding that, or just whatever. I don't know. It's so many limitless possibilities. So anyway, I'm just thankful for this day. I'm not really feeling it being on my cycle today, but it's good. And then the day that I came on, the date is also, it's just like, it's trying to reflect in two different directions for me. The fact that I came on my cycle reflects one way, and then the fact of the day that I came on this month is like a whole nother day. I mean, a whole nother, reflection in another direction. And, just like, thank God that He got me, because if I had to think about it without, being in the presence of God and without having God in the midst, ah, boy, it's already nerve wracking. But I don't know. I wouldn't be able to contain something. I don't know. What? I don't know if it's the beast. I'm not containing a beast anyway. I'm just saying containing a beast that probably wants to pounce on me, the devourer or whatever. And especially when you come on your period and how you be feeling. Honestly, kind of like that movie. What was it called? That little Disney movie. What is it called? Red or whatever? I don't know. Because it was said that movie was about a girl coming on her period and how she, how women are when it be their period. And I asked my son, do y'all notice that I change or anything when I'm on my cycle? Am I different? And one of them said no, the other one said yes. I didn't even ask my youngest one what it was, because he's the one that said yes. My older one, he said no, but I don't know. Little, what's his name, tell it I did, and then I very well could have. I ain't gonna front, because I feel like back then, if y'all was getting on my nerves, then it was what it was. But I didn't feel like the worst type of person ever whenever I come on my cycle. I just feel like a woman and want to be treated in I feel like that's my special time, and I want my special time honored. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, this is the life and times of me doing my audio journals. I could come out. I don't just say anything because, again, I don't want to do no vain babble and just go off into different tangents and just places I'm not supposed to go. I just try to strictly keep it about what it's about. Keep the main thing, which for me is God. Then I don't want to reduce him to a main thing or a main, but give him the glory, give him the honor, give him his praise, give him his credit as due. And I don't know, just right now, just feel like I feel safe, I feel secure, just wherever the enemy may be trying to lurk and again try to tamper with me in other type of ways. Just speaking right now that God just, he's already watching over my sons, even though my eyes are not on them. My daughter, just, being a mess. I don't know how you go to Honda Shiko na how you say na how you shaka ya go to Honda C. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God. Sika ya iko na Honda Shiko na how you say that hate shake na iko say that esta ikere roshi ya isana roshi. Thank you, God. Nara roshi anda siko na ise kere roshi anda si se ekere roshi se ekere roshi. Hallelujah. I don't know. Oh Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I don't know how you could have done see shake it out she and I see sa sa ka you don't know how you could say it she. Yes, Lord, have your way. Have your way, have your way, have your way in this place, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So anyways, yeah, so for people that be ever wondering what I be doing behind my closed doors and stuff like that, this is what I do. I mean, of course, right now you can't see me. I ain't got no candles lit. I am in darkness because I turned the TV off and I can pray in the dark. I can pray in the light. I can pray in the. Of course, I've been on some of the videos and I've prayed, but I don't know, and I'm not trying to even answer their people's questions, but God gives people answers. So some people just want to know, well, what does she be over there doing, And I don't know exactly who. I can definitely. I got a hunch. I could probably name a few and be very accurate, or a 10 or so and be accurate. But my response would be like, why don't y'all just mind y'all business? And I'm gonna just be honest. I would say that whether I'm sitting here praying or whether I was doing something I had no business doing, that's just, I feel like that's part of my character. But for the most part, and more often than not, I'm doing something that I'm supposed to be doing. Um, I just didn't want to choose to be a disobedient child of God when it comes to Him. I didn't want to choose to be a disobedient child to my so-called parents and stuff either, but, I'm not going to say that I didn't do those things and deliberately choose to do something to defy. God knows, and I definitely can confess and of course I can say I repent, but of course I'm not under their roof or I'm not under their type of their type of responsibility or their care at the time to be able to disrespect them or dishonor them or anything like that. Um, so I don't really have too much concern about that, but I don't know. But yep, sir, that's what I be doing. And I be loving it. I be loving to be in the presence of God. I be loving to feel safe in His arms. I be loving to hide under the wings, under the shadow of the wings of the Almighty. I just love it. And I know a lot of people refer to God as the Most High and Yahweh and just, the names that He gives and puts on people's tongues. Um, Some people get blasphemous and do some other stuff. But, you know, this is me, this is my life, this is my business. And it's like, you know. And I have allowed people to be close. And, and know who I am and know that I'm not sitting around. I don't know what other people be. I mean, sometimes I envision that other people doing some stuff. Of course, they ain't got no business. And I've seen it too. And then sometimes I might just turn my head. I ain't gonna sit here in front because I'm just like, well, you know what? That is between you and God. At the same time, I don't like it and I don't care for it. But I don't want to condemn nor misjudge you for it. So, you know. Let me mind my business, but because people don't like to be caught in their stuff, and of course they don't like to feel judged or whatever. But yeah, but I still, if I see something, I definitely can be a righteous judge to a certain extent. And I just say to a certain extent because I still gotta grow and mature, and sometimes stop, maybe feeling so disgusted with certain stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to get on that. I just, well, let God continue to lead. And I just feel like to be this type of person with, with the dreams and stuff that I had last night that tried to bother with me and worse. Still to wake up and actually say I was happy today and pleasant, and even though I walked in the hot sun and stuff like that, me and my sons today, it was hot, and God still provided. We wasn't down and out. We wasn't even down or out, but just to know that was a little strain on me. God is still good and God is on the throne. And like I said, them dreams that tried to plague me and bother with me last night,